I grew up in the country. We were surrounded by cornfields on all sides, a couple of barns, a ton of yard, some trees. I'm one of 5 kids, which is a bunch to feed, so we lived how we could on canned food and lunch meat. I'm the second to youngest, so I learned a lot about the world from my siblings. They taught me about loving, living, and in so many other ways how the evil in the world did things. I was corrupted at such a young age, I can't even recall the age, and it cost me a childhood of innocence, and when I try to remember it, it's all a daze. An awful phase that I often trace upon the face of while I'm lost in space, wondering why my thoughts always result in rage, why I assault the very foundation of my already softened state until the walls they cave around me and I fall in place in my faulty ways. I was your average outcasted angsty teen, angry at the world for the very standards that make Banksy scream when he sprays a stream of paint that bleeds into a river of fading dreams. I hated school. I focused too hard on the fallacy of superficiality. I wanted to be cool, to fit in, but I was a loser in reality, doodling pictures and pondering the fundamental principalities of the movement of the galaxies, which was stupid in all actuality. My peers had a vision of popularity that was palpable to me, and it molded the very basis of my social interactions and perceptions of what I thought was truly important in life. It consumed me so very much that I gave nothing to my education, and I squandered away that dedication on a lesser relation that left me a hostage in a basement of my own creation, with absolutely no desire for negotiations to see that I would make it. I was troubled. I was always in trouble. I followed the wrong crowd and constantly doubled my struggles. I was confused about people. I was confused about life and its dangers. I was confused by the world and abused by an ideology that consumed me with anger. I floated helplessly through the latter half of my teen years with discontent and emotional disconnection my only anchors. And when I finally grounded somewhat, it wasn't because I tried or I started to write it all down or because it was my time to reroute. It was dumb luck. I found a good girl. I had good friends. I had a good job. I wore good clothes. I ate good food. I had good stuff, good love. But in the end of a good era, all the good things just weren't good enough, and I lost it all as my thoughts spiraled. But that's the cost of building a chapel over a Bible under a cross that across the back of a false idol. Because I wasn't really happy. I don't know that I ever was truly. I was always abuzz, always a drugged. How could I have known what it was to be? I then drifted into years of a drunk stupor, trying to drown out the fears of a dumb loser and beers while I spun looser like gears in a bum scooter, tears in a rum shooter. I spun out of control on bottles and bowls until I wobbled and folded out in the cold, and then I picked up a painkiller. But they didn't really kill the pain much. Just became a crutch for my madness that evolved into a problem far greater than sadness. I became addicted to heroin. And I can tell you honestly, not a single fiber of this man ever wants to be there again. Because I don't want to see my friends and my family that scared again. Because I don't want my mother to pick the soup that I'm buried in. But thanks to one now deceased friendship, rest in peace to the old me, a lot of fight, a lot of cold sweats and sleepless nights, and the best kind of love that compassion can buy, I can stand here today a son. I can stand here a father. I can stand a brother, a friend, a lover, but most of all I can stand here today. And no, I still don't have the answers to so many of those questions that fell from these lips in the darkest of hours when the harshness devoured my heart and my power. And no, I still don't know who I am or why I'm here or why I'm weird or why I'm wired to be my worst fear. But when the time draws near and the wrinkles form where I once wiped my tears, I will have peace within. Yes, I will have peace within, knowing that my sweetest sin was lying to the devil about how soon I would meet with him. I hope he keeps my seat warm.